today we've got about a 15-minute set that's going to get you warmed up, ready. Great session to do pre or post another session. In 15 minutes you can just slot it in wherever you like. Alright, all you're going to need today is a band if you have one of these, don't stress if you don't, and then some kind of longer stretch cord, a little elevated surface. It could be a step, it could be off your door, anything where you just elevate a little bit off the ground, and then a hand weight of some sort, medium weight today. Alright, let's get ourselves on the ground and do a tiny little bit of cat-cow to start with. So we're just going to warm in and then get stuck straight into that session. So we're arching down and then all the way back up, stretch through those shoulders and then back the other way. Arching all the way, looking up to the sky or your roof. Alright, now going to some bird dogs. So we're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg, reaching for the opposite end of the room with your toe and your fingers. And then just holding there, really engaging, get that glute firing, and then back down. So just holding for a few moments. Squeeze that glute, point those fingers and toes, and then switch over. One more on each side. So just doing a little bit of activation, just to get started. Let the body know what we're up to. All right, coming over, let's do some 90-90 hip openers. So wide feet apart, we're just going from side to side. So staying up nice and tall. If you're doing this after another session and you already feel warm, you could come and take the stretch over, stretch a little bit further. Give those glutes a little bit of a stretch and open. One more on each side. All right, now coming up onto our feet in a really deep squat, elbows into your knees, pushing out there, and I'm going to do some frog squats. So bum to the sky and then coming back down. So you may not look like this, you may be up in this position, and that's okay. You're hinging though, okay? So just hinging up, stretch through those hammies, and then back down. You could also do it with your hands here, push right up, whoop, and over. So you can go here, couple more, just getting a nice stretch there. All right, and relax. They're actually, they look easy, but they're actually quite tough on the quads and the hammies. Coming into a side plank. So we're going to come up into a side plank, then back down, up, hold for a few moments, down. One more, getting that core activated. Now staying on that side, tilt your hips slightly forward and feet, top foot slightly pointed to the ground. And we're going to lift up, so I just want to activate that glute. So toe is slightly pointed to the ground, you're slightly overstacked with the hips. You should be feeling it right here in your glutes. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Let's switch over. So coming onto our side. If you can't go up here on your toes, you can do it from knees. Okay, so if that's where you're at, that is okay. Then coming up, nice and strong through that core. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, so staying on that side position, slightly overstacking the hips, point that top foot toe slightly down, and then coming up in that glute activated. So it's not about how high you can get up. If you're going up really high, you're probably not activating that glute. So it's the glute that is lifting and holding that leg up. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Last one. And if you've got one, if you don't worry. Popping it around our knees. It's going to do some glute bridges. So the only thing with the band is that we're holding it out. We're trying to resist that resistance of pulling those knees in. So tilt that pelvis, roll up, get those glutes firing, and then back down. Reset, tilt that pelvis, coming up, squeeze the glutes, and then back down. Tilting and down. So it's not about how fast you can get through these. Squeeze at the top. Here, relax, deep breath. In, tilt that pelvis, up and down. 2 more. Last one. And relax. All right, we are going to get on your elevated service. We're just going to do some double calf raises. So you basically want your heels to be able to drop below your toes. So we're not just standing here and doing raises. If that's all you've got access to, that is okay. But if you can find something just to stand up on, even if it's a book or anything. Standing up tall. So we're going up and then slow down. 2. I'm going to go to 10. 8 to 10, so if 10 is too much for you. Now what you want is you want that feel through the big toe. So you don't want to roll out to the outside. You want that connection through the big toe. 3, 2, and 1. So really pop up. Shake it out. Stretching if you need. Get ready to go again. Up tall. So we're slow down, popping up. 2. Connection to that big toe. 4, 5, 6, 7. Start to feel those calves working. Last one, and relax. So a way you can easily progress that is to single leg and or weights as well. All right, we're going into a standard deep squat. So what we're looking for here, we want to be sitting back. So you're sitting that bum right back. So we're not going down here. So we want to go back. So a good way you can do, if you've got a seat or something, this is a little bit low, but go as if you're going to sit back on that seat. All right, so it's a good little one to use. Knees hip width apart, feet straight. Okay, try and keep that chest up. Let's go 10. 1, 2, 3. So slow down and then pop up and squeeze those glutes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and shake it out. So just doing this today with no weights. If you're already advanced in a deep squat and you want to include some weights, you could hold a weight here pretty easily and just create that extra challenge, then by all means go for it. All right, let's go, 10 more. 1, keep that chest up. 2, sitting back. 3, 4, so make sure those knees staying aligned. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And relax. single leg RDL. So again, you could do with or without weights. If you have a weight, so single leg. So my right one here is my stance leg. We're hinging at the hips, so we're coming down, hinging down, and then coming up. The weight is in the opposite hand to your stance leg. Okay, so you want to do 8 to 10, or and as long as you're holding that balance and stability. So down, drive up. Slow down. And drive up. 4. 5, let's do 8. So you've got a little bend in that stance leg. Takes a lot of stability here. Last one, 8. Switch over. So get that connection to the floor, slight bend in the knee, and you're hinging at the hip. So bending over at the hip. If you fall out like that, just reset yourself. Sometimes your balance can be off. I've had a little bit of a cold, so my balance at the moment doesn't feel great, particularly my left side. So all the more reason just to take your time. Don't have to rush it. 4, 5. So you can use this other hand if you want to help that with your balance. You by all means can. What you should be feeling is through the hammy. That's what we're targeting here, that posterior chain. 2 more. Last one. 8. Shake it out and switch legs. So you can see again, something that looks really simple is actually quite a challenging movement. Really gets those hammy and glutes firing. So see if you can notice a difference between each side. Means you're just going to need to spend that little extra time and focus on your less stable side. 4, 5, 'Last couple. 8. All right, switch back over again. Make sure if you've got a weight that you're switching sides. 1, 2. So feel that connection in that heel. You want a lot of weight through the heel. 5, 6. So a way you can make this more challenging, you can increase your weight. Last one. 8. You can easily, and you can progress that move into other ones as well, but we're just keeping that as a simple RDL. On the ground, grab your band. We're doing alternating between wide row and pull back. So pull back, so squeezing those shoulder blades, keeping the shoulders down, so don't pull up. So you're squeezing those shoulder blades back, and then we're pulling wide. So you may need to change your grip on each of these. All right, so pulling back, squeeze, and wide. Keep it up nice and tall. 3, 4. So somewhere around 8 to 10. alternate that with mountain climbers. So just doing straight plain mountain climbers up in tall plank, driving forward. 3, 4, 5. Counting to 20. 20. All right, grab that band again. These are our last 2 exercises today. And great ones you can just include any time in your day, pre or post session. All right, pulling back, squeeze those shoulder blades. Two, 3. Engage that core, resist that resistance. Last couple. Last one, squeeze those shoulder blades. And relax. Right, last mountain climbers. So these are just really straightforward basic mountain climbers, and we'll progress these. Let's go. Ten. And 20. And job done. I'll show you a quick stretch that you can finish off with today that I'll leave you with. We're going to do a 3-way stretch. So we're going here in a nice long lunge, opening up either side, coming back up, feeling that stretch through here, hands on the ground, taking it back into down dog, and then switching sides. Coming up, twisting each side, stretch that hammy, and down, switch sides, down dog. This is such a good stretch, this one. A really good one you can do prior to a session as well. It's what we call a dynamic stretch. So you're moving through your stretches. Opening up both ways. Hammy, back into down dog, pedal it out, and feel free to finish off with any other stretches or rolling. A good way to finish off the session. Well done, see you next session.